Florida now deploys drones to monitor its elusive panther population hidden deep in swampland. Conservation officials argue drones offer safer, faster alternatives to helicopters and on-foot tracking. The Florida panther, a subspecies of cougar, is one of the most endangered big cats in America. Drone technology promises real-time surveillance without disturbing the animal's natural behaviors. With infrared cameras, drones detect panther heat signatures even through dense forest canopies. This allows researchers to track movement patterns and estimate the size of breeding populations. But challenges persist as drones face battery limits and signal interference in remote Everglades areas. Critics worry about over-reliance on technology instead of strengthening ground conservation efforts. Drone flights began intensifying after multiple panther roadkill deaths raised alarms statewide. Panthers often cross highways in search of food or mates, facing deadly traffic collisions. Drones help locate frequently used paths and suggest locations for wildlife underpasses or barriers. This aerial data has influenced policy decisions for better urban planning near known panther ranges. Yet the results are mixed. Panther numbers remain low despite years of drone surveillance. Some conservationists argue that habitat loss, not monitoring gaps, is the root problem. Florida has seen increasing land development in historically wild panther territory. Urban sprawl fragments their habitat, leaving smaller, isolated territories for breeding and hunting. Drones can observe these patterns but cannot reverse land encroachment or bring habitat back. Despite limitations, drones have helped locate injured panthers that might have died without intervention. Wildlife rescue teams can now respond quickly thanks to real-time GPS location feeds from drones. This capability has saved several juveniles caught in fencing or struck by vehicles. One Florida drone program also collects environmental data, humidity, temperature, and noise levels. These variables affect panther movement and may explain changing territorial behavior. Drone teams have also spotted poachers illegally entering protected areas, prompting law enforcement alerts. Florida's Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission partnered with universities for long-term drone studies. Initial studies suggest drones are less invasive than collar tagging or camera traps. The drone's presence appears to cause minimal disruption compared to human intrusion. Still, experts recommend using drones alongside traditional methods, not as a complete replacement. In some regions, drones have failed to detect panthers under a thick mangrove canopy. That's where ground sensors and camera traps continue to provide vital information. In one instance, drone footage helped discover a previously unknown den with 3 panther cubs. Such finds are rare and critical to conservation breeding plans and genetic diversity. Some states are now considering adopting Florida's drone model to monitor their elusive wildlife. Texas, with its occasional mountain lion sightings, is exploring similar aerial programs. The success of Florida's initiative could shape future wildlife surveillance practices nationwide. But funding remains a barrier. Drones, training, and software require substantial investment. Public-private partnerships have provided temporary boosts, but consistent support remains uncertain. Animal welfare groups push for transparency in drone usage to ensure animal stress isn't overlooked. Some animal rights advocates call for strict regulation of how often drones can fly over known dens. Florida officials emphasize their commitment to ethical, data-driven conservation strategies. Local schools have even started drone science programs to educate youth on panther conservation. Citizen involvement has grown, with volunteers assisting in data review and mapping sightings. The drone's bird's-eye view has also uncovered signs of habitat degradation, illegal dumping, and pollution. Such discoveries have triggered environmental cleanup efforts previously overlooked by ground teams. Still, drones can't address systemic issues like water management or rising sea levels. Panthers need large, connected territories to thrive, something technology alone can't deliver. Some biologists fear overhyping drones could underplay the urgency of land conservation. Others argue drones are a tool, not a solution, but a powerful one when properly integrated. This debate underscores the complexity of saving a species in a human-dominated landscape. So far, drone data has improved understanding of panther movements, mortality causes, and habitat stresses. The technology is evolving. New models offer longer flight times and sharper imaging capabilities. Florida is also experimenting with AI-powered drone analytics to detect panthers automatically. Machine learning models analyze patterns in movement and behavior to flag unusual activity. This helps predict where panthers might go next, crucial for preventing human-animal conflict. AI tools also reduce the time researchers spend reviewing endless hours of footage manually. Despite the promise, the tech is far from perfect. False positives and missed sightings still occur. Researchers are cautious, testing every new upgrade before full deployment. Community feedback is also part of the program. Locals can report drone noise or suspicious activity. That two-way communication improves public trust in drone monitoring efforts. Florida has created an interactive online portal where residents track panther movements using drone data. This transparency has fostered a deeper connection between people and local wildlife. Some residents say they now avoid driving at dawn on known panther crossing roads. Public education campaigns, fueled by drone footage, showed just how close panthers live to suburban homes. That awareness has led to new safety protocols, fenced schoolyards, and motion-triggered lights. Drones also help confirm panther presence after reported sightings, preventing false alarms. Authorities use drones to verify if prints or scat truly belong to panthers before dispatching teams. Such efficiency saves resources and avoids unnecessary panic in residential areas. The technology has allowed conservationists to prioritize high-risk zones for targeted action. Increased focus on areas with cubs or pregnant females helps stabilize future population growth. Florida's success is cautious but measurable, and panther mortality rates have slightly declined since drone use. Fewer roadkill incidents and faster rescue responses are direct benefits of drone-based strategies. Yet it's unclear if these gains will hold without continued investment and political will. The state's panther population is still below sustainable thresholds for long-term survival. Some experts warn that climate change will further compress habitat, increasing conflict risks. Drones might help track those changes, but addressing them requires broader environmental policy shifts. So is it working? The answer depends on your expectations and how success is defined. Drones are helping, but they're only part of a much larger, complicated conservation puzzle. They've increased visibility, improved data, and saved lives, but they can't fix habitat loss alone. To truly protect the Florida panther, drones must complement deeper reforms in land use and development. The story of panther tracking through drones is still unfolding, with many lessons yet to be learned. Florida's experiment could shape how we protect other endangered species across the country. With the right balance of technology, policy, and public involvement, we may just give panthers a chance. Until then, the drones will continue flying, quietly watching over one of America's rarest big cats.